This is small block Chevy head identification. Uh, Particularly want to focus on this head right here. Its last three numbers 388. It's a truck casting. You'll see in this next photo that it has a special hole for mounting special truck accessories. This head also has very small ports and small chambers, which make it ideal for low speed torque. If you want a smooth idle and you want off idle power I'm just saying you can idle as low as 500 RPM with these heads and get a smooth idle at that speed, and you'll be making torque well before you even get to 1,000 RPM, which is wonderful for street use. And another thing we want to focus on this 388 head is it's similar to a 642 casting, but it doesn't have all the problems the 642 had in cracking because the GM lightened up those castings um, too much, and they tend to crack on the center two cylinders between the valves on the 642. But this 388 casting is nice and thick, and it isn't all notched on the exhaust side like the thinner cast heads. It's nice and flat, and it also has very small ports, and it has the small 172 intake valves usually with the 1.5 exhaust. It makes excellent torque, and it's perfect when paired with a very small camshaft. We're talking 240 duration to 250 duration, and we're also talking in the neighborhood of high 300 lift, as low as 350 lift, no more than maybe 410 lift. So we're talking like the biggest cam you would be using is like an old 929 grind stock. And also it'd work extremely well with a two barrel. Of course, you're going to get more power if you use a quadrojet, on a stock intake, but we're talking about stock street engines. We're not talking about performance or high performance or any horsepower of the building. We're talking 70% of the cubic inches in horsepower, but then also bear in mind, we're talking getting more than 1 foot-pound of torque per cubic inch. So if this is on a 350, you may only get maybe 240, 260 horsepower, but you're also going to get about 380 foot-pounds of torque. And it's perfect for hauling a big truck around, pulling a trailer. If you want your old carbureted Chevy V8 to start like fuel injection, these are good heads. There's nothing wrong with these, but I wouldn't use the 642 castings because those are prone to cracking. And once again, these are 388, and they have this symbol here. And usually they'll have a